Email marketing rules are in PECR, not GDPR. Many get the privacy rules on email marketing wrong. For a start, they're not in GDPR as commonly thought. They were set out in the EU Privacy Directive, which means in the UK they're in what we call PECR. Stick around and we'll break down this aspect of this vastly misunderstood and highly emotional area. Hi, I'm Robert Bohr, the founder and CEO of Keepable, the award-winning solution saving you time, money and stress on GDPR and all things privacy, giving you a great answer for the board and customers. This video is part of Privacy Kitchen, free video help with all things privacy. If you're new here, please do click subscribe to hear about some awesome new Privacy Kitchen videos. And links are in the notes below as always. So is that right? E-privacy rules are not in GDPR? And yes, it is, and we'll show you right now. Those rules on email marketing, including whether you need consent or not, are in the EU e-privacy directive, a law that effectively takes priority over GDPR when it applies. Now, as a directive, it's been implemented differently in every member state. That's why they brought in GDPR to replace the Data Protection Directive, and there's a lot of negotiation going on to replace this e-privacy directive with a regulation. But that's got bogged down for years now in negotiations in the final stages and lots of lobbying because it's so contentious and it's so broad. So we're still dealing with the 2002 European e-privacy directive as amended in 2009. That's been implemented in the UK by the Privacy and Electronic Communications Regulations, which is why everyone calls it PECR for short. By the way, if you're thinking Brexit will save you here, PECR is a UK law, not an EU law, so PECR is not going to be affected by Brexit. And if you're in an EEA member state, the rules will be in your national law implementing that e-privacy directive. Now, importantly, email for these reasons isn't just email, it's also WhatsApp, Facebook, LinkedIn messages. But there are separate rules on phone calls, there's separate rules on faxes if you still have one, and also PECR includes all the cookie rules, but it's not just cookies, but that's why it's called the cookie law sometimes. But all of that's for a different video. Right now we're talking about email marketing rules. Now for sure, GDPR applies whenever you process personal data. You need to comply with the 7 principles. You need to have one of the 6 legal bases for processing, such as consent or necessary for legitimate interest, which are the 2 that are most relevant on email. But the rules on email, whether you need consent, etc., are all in the e-privacy directive. Still don't believe me? Okay, here's Article 13 of the e-privacy directive. Now you can see that the use of electronic mail for direct marketing is allowed only in respect of subscribers or users who have given their prior consent. That or users was added by the 2009 directive, and we'll come back to the impact of this later. So what about PECR that implements this? Here's Regulation 22 of UK's PECR implementing that article, and it covers using electronic mail for direct marketing purposes, specifically sending unsolicited communications by means of electronic mail to individual subscribers. Note again the word there, individual. The big difference in e-privacy rules throughout Europe comes from those words subscriber, user and individual, and essentially means Europe split in how it treats B2B email marketing, where you're emailing a legal entity, and B2C email marketing, where it's a consumer, sole trader or unincorporated partnership. Now we'll look at the rules themselves in another video, but there you have it, proof that the rules on email marketing are in the EU e-privacy directive implemented by the UK's PECR. They're not in GDPR. Yes, if you need consent, you go to GDPR to look at it, and yes, GDPR always applies in terms of security, processes, etc. But the rules are in the e-privacy directive, and if you're in the UK, that's PECR. So there you go, email marketing rules are in PECR. Please do like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe, please do visit us at keepable.com, see how we can help you with your privacy governance, and please do look at our other videos. Do get involved, use #PrivacyKitchen to tell us the questions and topics you want covered. Stay well in the meantime and see you soon in Privacy Kitchen.